Hi everyone, this is James, also known as Team Stratosphere, and it has been a hot minute since I've done any videos or editing or recording. I think at this point my Five Nights at Freddy's stream, or my last decent, like, in peak sort of me doing stuff, editing stuff, and lots of other stuff all at once with TikToks and stuff was about 3 weeks to a month ago at this point. And it's time for an update, but this is going to be a fun one, so we need to buckle in, strap in, because it goes medical, professional, physical, and then personal. So, yeah. As you can tell, this is one of the more serious ones. I don't do this a lot. It's not me. I'm not a huge fan of being in this sort of depressed-ish state, and that's the best way I can describe it, because I know I need to get this out and I need to get this done, and I need to give you guys an explanation, because so many of you guys were coming over from the Five Nights at Freddy's streams and the Fortnite streams and everything else, and the support and the growth recently on the channel has been amazing. And then I've kind of just disappeared without any explanation. Well, if you don't follow me on my Twitter, my Discord, or my Instagram, or my Facebook page, or my Snapchat, mainly the Snapchat, you guys won't have much knowledge of what's going on currently in my life. So we'll start with the big one. I have and to quote the doctor, very, 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 very mild tumor. And the technical term for it is tumor. It is something that we are dealing with currently. It's not something we can just deal with. It's not terminal. It's not dangerous. The issue is we have to go back to 2020 when I went to Cornwall, and we were on the beach having a great time. I was doing my stuff, trying to get pictures. I was up on rocks, looking in rock pools, being an all-around adventurous boy. And next minute, I'm looking across the water. I'm looking across the beach and across the rocks on the one side, and I blink and I'm staring at the sky. That is the only way I can describe it. I blinked for what felt like half a second, and I was staring at the sky. And then I realized that I had pains in my leg, I had pains on my arm, and my back hurt. And then as I pulled my head up, my head absolutely killed. Standard thing, did the touch of the back of the head, you bring it back, it's covered in blood, and I'm just like, uh, 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 uh. And yeah, basically what happened there was, yeah, I had caused a significant rupture to my head. What happened was I'd landed on a perfect sort of spot that was kind of just perfect enough so it was like that for the back of my head. I went to get it sorted at the time. It's been followed up with why they didn't keep me in, stitch it, and keep an eye on me and do a test there and then for any compound fractures, I believe it's called, where if you deal significant damage to your skull, it wraps around your head to the crack goes around your head basically, because it's one solid mass of bones that are all clumped together. Yeah, it's one of those. But what happened was I said it's painful. It definitely needs looking at. I'm not great. Like, I'm dizzy. I'm not disorientated. This, that, and the other. Like, it was bad at the time. We went in peak COVID. Masks were on. The receptionist did not want to know anything about me. She was more or less pissed off that I was there, look, with an injury. Like, you've come to A&E. Like, I think it was like 8:45 at night, and she was like, have you told the NHS you're in the area? I'm like, what? No, that is not a thing. What? Like, I've not. I don't have to tell my GP that I have moved to this area for a certain time to be for the care that we're currently in. That might be a bit, what's it called? Foreign to the Americans and stuff and different places. But in the UK, basically, it's the way the NHS works. You pay into it and you can get healthcare because you already paid into it when you pay your taxes. That's like the whole thing. I'm not going to go into a whole blah 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 about it, but yeah, the doctor I saw, she was all right to begin with, but then when I was saying this, that, and the other, she said, "Oh, how bad was it?" And I could put like I could put like a good portion of my finger into what had now swollen and started bleeding even worse down my back. And she was sterilizing it and looking at it. She was squeezing it. She's like, I could stitch it, I could glue it. What do you think? I said, well, it's your professional opinion, but I would rather have a wound sealed if you're stating those as the options. She didn't do any of that. She basically sterilized me, patted me on the back, and said, yeah, you're fine, carry on. Just don't go to sleep anytime soon, and make sure people keep an eye on you, because it was worse than a concussion at the time. Anyway, jumping 2 years ahead, 2022, it is January, it's frosty outside, everything's cold, I'm leaving work, I'm putting my bag in the boot, and my boot lid doesn't raise all the way up. The hydraulics don't, or the pressure thing doesn't pull it right the way up, so my boot is like this, and I'm in it here, expecting it to be up here, but it's not, so I bring my head up, smack it right in the peak of the back of my head, and yeah, that disorientates me. I drive back not thinking anything of it. I go to sleep with a relatively bad head, and I wake up the next morning out of it. Like, it's migraine, light sensitive. I'm having trouble standing up. I'm dizzy constantly. Major issues. I work about a week doing the best I can. I tell the chefs that I'm not keeping up. Like, there's something genuinely problematic with me. To the point that I basically almost blacked out the one day. Like, I pushed myself as far as I can. I just kept saying to myself, it's nothing, it's fine, you just, you know, you're just tired or whatever. You're pulling 11 till 10 shifts 6 days a week. You need a day off where you do nothing and you just do you. But I went to go see the doctor on my family and my girlfriend's advice, because they were all worried about me and everything like that. And yeah, we've done the tests, we've done the MRI scan, no, not the MRI, wrong one, the CT scan, and we've done blood tests. It came back that the wound itself had healed over. It's now a nice sort of little-ish lump here on the back of my head. However, what happened is they've described it to me as it's like getting a stone chip on your windscreen, the way that it hit the back of my head. And what it's done is that is sort of on the back of my head now. But what's happened is, because it wasn't treated properly, it has sealed inside my skull as well. So I basically have a scab on the inside of my skull. And when I hit my head the second time relatively hard with the two prongs on the back of my car boot, that caused it to unsettle and come dislodged, and it started fixing itself again and pushing into my head. And it's settled since then, and they're going to take me in a few weeks now for a secondary blood test and a second CT scan, just to make sure everything's above board, and it's not progressed any further, and they don't need to release it. The most way I can say about it is I'm getting off lightly here with the term tumor, because they are just going to have to go into the back of my head with a drill and just release the pressure and make sure they get it out. And then Bob's your uncle, I'm hunky-dory again, screaming like a madman on Fortnite and running around from 10 to 10 or 11 till 10 and crazy days like that in the kitchen as best I can. So yeah, fingers crossed that's all great. And then the blood test came back. I have I think it's an overactive thyroid. It's making me fatigued and tired all the time, and everything else. My vitamin B12 levels are out of sync, so I've been drinking a lot of Sneak. I do have a thing down below, and I cannot shout out to these guys enough, because I have a vitamin B12 deficiency and other stuff, so I'm drinking Sneak, and it is actually helping out quite a lot, as well as taking vitamin D tablets. And a vitamin D tablet is hilariously basically get outside and touch grass, nerd. You don't get enough sunlight. And then the other one was very high testosterone. We don't need to go into that one. I'm dealing with that one in my own time. Yeah, that's just one for whatever. And yeah, and then when it comes down to other stuff, obviously that's been taking a toll on me recently, and so I've been completely out of it. I've not been able to sit in front of my computer screens. Actually, today is the 4th. It's the today of the days. This is the 4th of April currently. I've just done a stream for the first time in a long time playing the new update of Fortnite. It's been wicked funny. Me, Moomin, Zether, and Alec jumped on, and I think we're going to try and get a good little funny moments clip video out of that. But yeah, it was my first time genuinely enjoying gaming again and being back to my normal self today. So I wanted to kind of do this video to kind of keep you guys up to date with what's going on, where I am, why I've disappeared, what's the doodah, and like, you know, and other stuff. So it's also been my birthday on the 28th of March, just gone. So me and my girlfriend went away, a well-needed break from work for both of us. And yeah, we went up to Hull and we had a really nice time up there. We went to Gino's restaurant and we got ourselves a cute little cabin in the middle of nowhere with a hot tub, and it was absolutely brilliant. We really, really loved it. We needed it, and we needed that time away because we just needed to get our heads together, because I've suffered with depression in the past and my anxiety has been causing issues recently because obviously not being well. I've got a promotion coming up possibly at work, and I didn't want that to affect it in any way. So I've been really worried about that. And then obviously that's the getaway personal side of it. And then quite recently as well, terrifying timing was my mother actually got admitted to hospital. The one day she was not feeling great. She was a bit of a chesty cough, not doing great. It's not the C word, as the Game Grumps say, and have been keeping me going right the way through this. The Backstreet Boys reunion tours, the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, that is not what it was. My mother did not get tickets from someone who carelessly left them around, from being just downright. I can't even think of the word. As the do with the word and the stuff. But yeah, she didn't catch the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. That's not what it was. She just got a very bad chest infection. And my mum's kind of like me and my dad and my brother. We've been raised with the chefing mentality. It's not something that is sort of like beaten into you by your parents. It's kind of it's like the industry you go into. I'm a chef. My dad's a chef. My brother's done cooking. He's done the sciences. He's currently trying to get like a ridiculously good position in the retail management side of stuff that he's working with in a company. I can't say things because there's other stuff tied to other stuff and this, that, and the other. I actually had to just sign a non-disclaimer agreement with a big company today, and that's something I really want to talk about. And actually saying that pretty much gets it off my chest, but I'm not allowed to talk about it any more than that. So yeah, that's gonna be wicked. And yeah, it's one of those where she just kept working through. Back on topic, sorry. Oh. Doop. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I am back. It's currently 20 minutes past midnight, and Lou has just gotten off of her shift for the evening. So that was just her phone call letting me know she's safe and she's coming home. Sorry, yeah, but where were we? Long story short, yeah, my mother got a very bad chest infection. She had trouble breathing, and it wasn't until me and my dad had to step in and be like, hey, yeah, 111 999, can we get the ambulance, please? They came in, they took the ECG to check her heart, to check everything else, bloods and pulse and all of that, and yeah, she had very, very decreased oxygen because she had much trouble breathing. It was sort of a very, very wheezy state. She was alright-ish the night before, but she took quite a turn during the morning, and by the time the ambulance finally arrived, she was really struggling. Like, just moving and walking to the ambulance was a task in of itself. And yeah, thankfully though, it was just over 48 hours she was in, and then she was re-released, and yeah, she was back out feeling better. She'd had oxygen throughout the evening because her oxygen was very low. She had the antiviral medications and other stuff like that. Not antiviral, that's the wrong word. The antibiotics. And yeah, since that last week, we've been just trying to keep everything back and try and return to some sort of normality. This weekend coming is my father's 70th birthday, so we're going to be celebrating that at this weekend. However, I am on a very fun shift of 6 in the morning until 12 and 2, so I am getting home around about the time it works out perfectly for me to do a little bit of streaming, a little bit of editing, and I'm going to try and do my best to push forward and sort everything out. But as of right now, I'm just being as careful as I possibly can with my head, with loud noises. So my headset is turned right the way down. I've currently got visible audio cues active on Fortnite because I've got it turned that low I can barely hear anything, just to be sure that I'm not upsetting anything, because I'm genuinely not well right now. But I've just got to make sure that what we do is perfect for the situation. I follow my doctor's advice, and I just do me, and I just try and stay as me as possible. The TikToks are going to keep coming. I've got a lot of TikTok ideas that have just been rattling in my head. Everyone in the kitchen recently have been saying, do you have ADHD, or are you just plainly weird? And I've just said, I've got so much creative energy, it's like I'm on fire, and the only way to get it out is to literally randomly quote TikToks I'm either thinking about or thinking about doing, because I need to get them out in some form. Like, I'm physically pent up. I'm like mentally and physically pent up. I'm so ready to do some of these TikTok ideas. That, and I was tweeted recently by a voice acting crew who have been following me for a little while now, and they wanted to do like they want me to do sort of like what my thing is to do different voices, because I've got a King Julian and a Mort sketch for the Voldemort Avada Kedavra thing that's going around right now on TikTok, where I pretend that King Julian is Voldemort for some reasons, but still in King Julian's character, and Mort is like Mort, not realizing he's Harry. So it's a funny one. It popped off quite well. I'm quite pleased with how it's gone, considering I've not posted anything in a while. I have a few other stupid little things in my head that are going, as well as multiple different ideas for videos for me doing different voices, and I thought I was going to start with just jumping into different things like King Julian, Mort, Reinhardt, Torbjorn, Roadhog, Soldier 76, Junkrat, Stitch, Golem, the EA Sports guy, the X Factor and DFS sale voiceover guy. It's all one of those. I've got quite the repertoire of voices ready to go, and it's just one of those. I've always been able to sort of like, if I just move through the octaves as we do, I've always been able to sort of like just go with whatever I can for some of my voices. Oh, there's Alucard. The Alucard is a bit of a deeper one, but it's still a little bit high because he's so energetic. He's the child that never grew up. But yeah, it's one of those that I've always been able to do voices, and I've loved doing voices, and I've got a lot of people talking to me about doing voiceover stuff currently, so I'm kind of excited for that, as well as all the editing for YouTube. And what just happened? Good morning? What just happened? Everything just switched off on me. We're still here? Apparently so. So that's probably my cue to wrap things up, because my computer's even like, bro, it's midnight, go to sleep. You've just been saying that you're looking after yourself. But yeah, I have got multiple projects in the work. I have voiceover ideas. I've got different things that I need to currently do with my work. I've recently acquired a new Steadicam tripod for my phone. It is absolutely wicked. I love this thing. It's the Hoenn Pod, not sponsored. I went out of my way to grab it as well, thanks to Subscribe's recommendation. So I'm going to be doing stuff with Subscribe currently. Like it's such a wicked little gizmo just for Steadicam and stuff like that. So I'm going to take it into my work and do some stuff for that, because yeah, it's genuinely a wicked bit of kit, and yeah, it's hopefully going to get us some really nice Steadicam shots of the hotel that I can do for the boss and to do for the marketing side. So then I've got marketing editor and trailer editor and voiceover stuff that I can put, because my work need it, and I'm doing it currently for free. So if they like what I do and they put it on the website, I can slap it on my CV and be like, I'm the voiceover guy. You know me. Welcome to your new stay, you know, kind of stuff like that. It's like, message CM42. The user you are trying to call is currently out of the serviceable area. It's kind of just the Tony styled ones. It's like the, oh, the FitnessGram pacer test. It's like just stupid ones like that I love doing, and I'll just randomly blurt out in the kitchen. So it's one of those that I'm going to be pushing for that. So I'll give it a random trailer for my hotel sorted. It might come on my channel, or it might just be uploaded straight to theirs if they like it. So that might never see the light of day on this channel, but I will let you guys know when I do it over on their channel. I have a monitor here that I need to get edited and sent out, because AWDIT have sent me out a new version of their X equals monitor. They've solved the power issues. They've made the RGBs even nicer. The battery's better. Like the entire life, and the HUD is easier to use this time around. Like, it's a really nice upgrade to the monitor, and it's at no extra cost. It's just they've sent out the first volume of them, listened to community feedback. Here's the new ones with all the updated features on them, and obviously it's still one of the most ridiculously perfectly priced monitors on the market. So again, I have a link down below for my Sneak code if you want to try Sneak. I have a link down below for AWDIT, which is my personal referral link. So if you guys go through that, it will greatly help me and let AWDIT know that I am pushing and you guys are interested in that stuff, so they can do more stuff for us. I have spoiler alert, I have the other monitor to give away, so this is your pre-warning to keep an eye on AWDIT's Discord and my Discord for when that goes live. And then I also have my Fortnite montages from stream that I'm looking to get sorted and sort out and get edited down. And then also I am thinking of starting up a Minecraft project. Syndicate has basically been doing it himself, and that's one of the main reasons I got into Minecraft myself. That and Mumbo Jumbo, but just his redstone stuff is just hypnotic, and I love everything to do with redstone. So I am going to be starting a Minecraft survival achievement hunting styled server where we just solo it and see how it goes. But yeah, that's your update. That's me. This is the news at midnight. Thank you very much for listening. This is James, Team Stratosphere. Thank you very much for waiting, being here, being subscribed recently, for a long time, or just randomly. You guys seriously have been wicked. I've had people messaging me on Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, asking me, am I okay? Where am I? What's going on? And I really want to say thank you so much to you guys. Like, it's made a huge difference to know that not only my family were worried about me, but you guys too were like, hey, where's the weirdness at? Like, you don't take time off. This is not you. You've always streamed to like the weirdest and most hard of times. Like, you lost your job a year and a bit ago and you were streaming trying to get gold Peely on Fortnite. Like, what's with you? Like, I really do appreciate everything, guys, and I really want you guys to push that vibe in the community. I know I'm not personally always active, and I apologize for that, but I'm doing my best to post on TikTok and to post on Twitter and the Discord as much as I can, at least once a day. So if you guys are on when I'm on, I will do my best to chat with you all. And yeah, let's just keep this community and family growing and make sure that we are always accepting of everyone from all walks of life, because the world is dangerously divided right now for no real reason. We all know what's currently going on with a specific person who is trying to take land that's not his and causing a lot of issues, and there's another absolute wicked dude who could have run away and hid, but he is hunkered down, protecting and staying with his people who are still there in their homes. And a huge shout out to that man. I don't know what I can do in the way of actual referring to it, because it then technically becomes political / news / whatever, and then using names and stuff. But yeah, sorry, again, sidetracking. This is what I do. This is where my mind goes. Welcome to me just rambling at midnight trying to get an update out for you guys. But yeah, a lot of stuff I want to start pushing and getting sorted, and I'm going to do my best, and I only want the best for my community, which is you guys, and everything for the rest of this channel's life, however long that might be, however brief that might be, with my career now or the YouTubing career, and whatever happens with whatever I'm trying to do and push in the future. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. Please share it out if you know anyone else who needs to know about what's currently going on with my situation. Anyone in the community currently, or just someone random on the street. It's like, hey, did you know this dude? He gave an update with all of his stuff. Look at it. Like, that's probably not a good idea, but you know, you just get your phone and you're like, hey, here's a thing. Look at it. Look at the thing. Look at it. Look at the thing. Oh, there's my phone screen. But yeah, I'll see you all very soon. Have an awesome day, evening, afternoon, or sleep, depending on where you're in the world. Don't be the next anybody. Be the first you. I don't know, that doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm going to try getting that in, because I love it. It's a good motto, and it works. So I'll see you all very soon. James of Team Stratosphere, signing off. My microphone just fell off, so that is a good time to cut this. Wow.